Hey, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening. Today we're going to be talking about different workout trends. So today's episode is going to be quite short. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This is the Dreamer Podcast, and this is Kevin tuning in. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be exploring workout trends. Let's go. So oftentimes I ask myself, what do people do at the gym? That's something that I question, whether it's your regular weightlifting routine, whether it's uh, your just regular workout. I don't know. I don't know. But just want to explore a couple workout trends that have been effective by people that have asked. I know that they have been effective. I myself have tried them, and yeah, we're gonna be exploring that here today. Let's go off with the first one, and that is hit training. Uh, what is hit training? It doesn't mean hitting someone else. It is an acronym for high intensity interval training. Now, hit involves short bursts of intense exercises followed by periods of rest. It's effective for obviously burning calories, improving cardiovascular health, and building strength, but mostly burning calories. Now, who here has done high intensity interval training? I feel like most of us are low key kind of afraid to do it, especially if you're a beginner, especially if you're in the bulking phase of your routine. So oftentimes we want to avoid it. And here's another thing that I have found that people often um, mistake this. Oftentimes, people let's take the treadmill for example, right? Let's take pr- let's take for example a client A and client B. Both of them have the same goal. Both of them have the same goal of losing weight. Okay, let's just say that for example, client A is on the treadmill for 30 minutes doing or running for a distance of 30 minutes at a medium interval uh, or a medium intensity, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm completely fine with that. But here's the thing. Here's where the kicker is. Here's the difference. Whenever you're constantly doing an exercise at a constant rate, yeah, it's good to be consistent, but it's not gonna fully get your maximum capability for your heart training, for cardiovascular training. Say client B, for example. Client B is doing the same thing. It's going to be running, but takes quick bursts of high intensity running. So let's say, for example, client B runs for about, let's say, a full 1 minute and a half of steady running, just like 6 miles per hour, let's say. Then client B steps it up a notch, up to 9 miles per hour for 30 seconds. Now she does that constantly, little quick burst of intervals, and that's going to help her out, or him, client B, is going to help them out with more endurance. They're going to have more endurance than client B, or client A, I'm sorry. Why? Because we're training our cardiovascular health. It's going up and down. You're having more intensity into the workout than client A is. Client A is just working out at a constant rate. Um, and eh, yeah, they're running at a constant rate. You know, they're not putting as much as effort, or not. Effort is not the word for it, because you're still putting in effort, but it's not the intensity. The intensity is what makes a difference. And here's the kicker: you probably only have to do it for client B is only doing half the time, is client A. Client A, let's say, is doing it for 30 minutes. If client B does it for 15 minutes, you probably gain the same end result. So you don't have to be at the gym for a very long time to do cardio, as long as you implement the high intensity interval training. It's all about intensity, boys and girls. It's all about intensity. We have to make sure that our intensity is up and we're focused at the gym. All right, let's go to the next one. Functional fitness. Again, I'm exploring the trends that work. The trend focuses on exercises that mimic real life movements, enhance overall strength, flexibility, and coordination. Now, functional fitness is something that I have uh, implicated a lot into clients' workouts. If you're an athlete, I would highly suggest mixing in functional fitness. Why? Because it mimics sports movements. When you mimic functional exercises for your sport, you're gonna get really good at your sport. Why? Let's take for example, whenever in sports you're gonna be going straight, you're gonna be going backwards, you're gonna be going side to side, you're gonna be jumping at angles, and functional training is gonna be training you for that. It's gonna mimic those real life movements. So functional fitness, uh, top tier. I would really implement doing functional training. Now you don't have to be an athlete to do functional training. What you can do is um, you can be an average day Joe. You can implement functional fitness. For example, yeah, let's take this for example. Doing squats. It's going to be a functional training for every time you take a seat. Whenever you push and pull a door, that could be your bench press, right? So functional exercises like this are going to be helping you out to do real life movements um, in the future. All right, let's go to the next one. Another one that works would be body weight training. Utilizing your body weight for resistance is accessible and effective for building strength and endurance. Examples include push ups, squats, and planks. Body weight workouts, I love them. I found them more effective uh, for aesthetic purposes, I would like to say. If I remember a time whenever Rona was up in the sky, bro, like 2020, back in 2020, when the gyms were shut down and everything. I remember that that all I had at my house was just myself. I didn't even have no equipment or anything like that. So I just built resistance with my own body weight, and I did uh, hella push-ups and squats and planks because that's all I had, and the gym was closed for months, days in. So body weight training, love them. I definitely recommend for you guys to do it. And obviously, I have some uh, body weight exercises that you guys can follow along right here on this channel. Make sure you check them out whenever you have a chance. And last and not least, one of my personal favorites, it would be mind body practices. Yoga and Pilates. These practices improve flexibility, balance, and core strength while promoting mental well being. I would even go far as saying that it works on your mental flexibility. Uh, Sometimes I don't implement it too much, even though I should, just because this is really good for your body and mind. Make sure that, or even sometimes, like we feel like us guys don't feel like it's very effective, yoga or Pilates, but again, we can't overstate it that it's just for girls. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm saying that you should do it to improve your mind. It's more of a mind thing, I think. If we just improve on our on our on our yoga, even if we meditate, I think that's gonna help us out a lot in our workouts. Now let's explore workout trends that may not work for everyone. And bro, I think I've fallen victim of each and every single one of them. So let's go ahead and explore them. So extreme diets and detox. So when obviously diets are crucial, right? But extreme or restrictive diets can and detox may not be sustainable. This can lead to nutrition deficiencies and an unhealthy relationship with foods, a toxic relationship with foods. I know people that have done this. I myself have done this. I have done some extreme diets on both ends of the spectrum where I eaten up to nothing, and the other side of the spectrum is where I eat just about anything. And both ends are really bad. They both really have bad outcomes, right? So um, these trends or these both spectrums, these both ends of the spectrums are very unhealthy. You're just not gonna get anywhere very far for very long unless you're super committed. But yeah, both of these uh, extreme diets and detoxes are are very unhealthy. Let's just say that. So we just want to avoid them. Um, if you want to explore them, go ahead. I'm all for it. But I feel like we have to learn from experience. You got to see what works for you and what doesn't. But yeah, we'll have to check them out and see what you like and what you don't like. All I know is from my experience, both ends of the extremes have led to bad outcomes. So exploring another workout trend that does not work, and I got three more. Overemphasize on sports I'm sorry, on spot reduction. So targeting specific areas for fat loss. Again, this is going to be spot reduction. Is common misconception. Full body workouts and balanced diets are more effective in overall health. So, what does that mean? So, spot reduction is targeting areas for fat loss. So, let's take love handles, right? If we only focus on love handles, um, let's say we do sit ups and core exercises all the time, right? That's not really going to be helping out as much as you would if you implement some or not core exercises, but cardio exercises. Yes, core exercises can help with your love handles if you want to lose them. Also, if you add a little bit of good dieting, if you add a little bit of cardio, that's whenever you're going to start seeing a little bit of your love handles being reduced. You know what I mean? So, not focusing on just one part of your body that you want to lose is going to help you overall. Okay. So, focus on your overall well being, on your overall goal, and that's going to eventually help you reduce not only your love handles, but any other thing that you want to lose. So, never focus on spot reduction. Again, that's focusing on just one specific body part area that you want to lose or gain. The same thing goes with gaining, right? If you want your biceps to be bigger, can't really focus on it. You have to do multiple exercises, not just the same thing over and over. So try not to spot reduction. It's a common misconception, obviously. All right. Uh, two more for you guys. All right, and two more. Another misconception. I have done this many times. Overtraining. Excessive exercises without adequate rest can lead to burnouts, injuries, and negative impact on mental well being. Now, usually I would think the more I can do, the more I gain a competitive edge um, on my competition, right? But I have come to found that if I am consistent, if I keep doing the same thing, or not the same thing, but if I'm just consistent and do the things that work over and over and not miss a day, whether that's just one training session a day, whether that's going to the gym once a day for every single day instead of doing multiple workout sessions in a day. Let's say I do. I did 3 workouts in a day, and I only did it um, six, 9 times during the week, right? For a month, right? I let's take a better example. Let's say this: if you go and work out 3 times a day, 3 times a day, and you do that for 3 days for one week, that's going to be leading to 9 workouts. Now, if I go to the gym and take this better approach, if I train one time per week for 5 days a week, and I do that for a whole month, and I do that for a whole month, that's going to have more impact overall. How many workouts is that? My math is way off right now. So that is there's four. Yeah, there's about 4 weeks in one month. So that's gonna be 20 workouts that I have done. Why? Because I am consistent. If you're consistent, consistency is gonna be overtraining all the time. So I hope you guys get my point. Overtraining is gonna lead to burnout, injuries, and negative mental well-being. So always make sure that you're just consistent, whether if it's one workout per day for four times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week. As long as you're consistent, you're gonna get where you want to go. And last and not least, let's go into exercise resilience and on supplements. While supplements can be a complement to a balanced diet, relying heavily on them instead of whole foods may not provide the same nutritional benefits. This is a really good one. I actually want to go into a deeper dive into this, and I think this is going to be another episode um, for another day. But yeah, just relying on supplements is not going to help you with a balanced diet. We gotta have more respect and more thoughts on your overall diet. You gotta make sure that the diet is full of whole foods. Yeah, yeah, basically whole foods. I mean, that's the point. And you don't want to rely on supplements. If you rely just on your protein shake for your protein and don't actually eat food, then you're just not gonna get anywhere. I promise you that. You're not gonna get anywhere. But yeah, we'll go into a deeper dive into supplements another day for another topic. It's definitely another topic for another day. But yeah, that's gonna be episode 10 of the Dream Podcast. We'll definitely talk more about all these stuff into a deeper dive. But yeah, just want to go over the workout trends that work and do not work. If you have done any of these, if you guys want to share anything that has worked for you guys, anything that hasn't worked for you guys, please let me know in the comment section. Uh, hopefully we can interact with that. And always consult with a fitness professional, healthcare provider before starting a new workout trend, especially if you have underlying health condition. Individual factors such as fitness level, age, and medical history play a crucial role in determining the sustainable of a particular trend. So watch out for that. Make sure that you guys look out for yourself. I'm just trying to inform you guys for those of you who may have done may have done this in the past, or may have not. All right, guys. So peace out. Love you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Uh, we'll we'll be tuning in next week. Let's go.